Hello everyone, this is the weekly angel card reading, well not angel card but tarot oracle card reading for the 24th through the 30th, well 23rd through the 24th. Anyway, it's the entire week. So this is a collective reading. If something resonates, that is awesome. Let me know in the comments. You can reach out in personal message. If it does not resonate, you can either ask for clarification, and in any case, you can always book your own personal reading. I am on all social platforms, and if you look in the description, you can see the Zen Rose Garden link. I do angel card readings with them, and also they have amazing teachers in evergreen classes. It's a spiritual a la carte. So yeah, I just did the daily live for tomorrow earlier, and at the end of that I usually give people personal projections. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications when I do go live, and also for when things expand on the channel. And also that'll give you a notification of the readings when you can get your own personal card pulled. So let's see where this week is gonna go. I am starting this off with Doreen Virtues. It's daily guidance from your angels. We have innocence, what do you desire, relationship, heart chakra, daydream, and ground yourself. As the title of this reading goes, as the description goes for this reading, self-care and love go hand in hand. You have to know yourself as a person. You have to know what you are not, which is something that has been exhausted. So you are working on a relationship with yourself and learning how to self-love, seeing yourself for the unique and beautiful individual that you are. See everything through the eyes of innocence, and know that with being what you want. Hi, Danny. Being clear on what you want and moving forward with that without making any more exceptions, that is a form of self-care. In the past, a lot of us have self-sacrificed for people who weren't meeting us halfway. I mean, this is overextending yourself. This is why people have been exhausted for so long, and this is why people get so sick. We overextend ourselves, we put so much pressure on ourselves, and that is what we are breaking away from. So this is building self-trust to know that you know what to do with your life and know how to move forward. And I get that it's really difficult. I mean, in the heart, it's heavy. There's been all these things that built up over the years on the heart, but you have to learn to let these things go. And I made a post about this earlier. You sometimes don't even realize what you're holding on to until it starts to pull away, to fall away. And then you face it for what it is, and that is hard in itself, because it's like facing the same thing over again. But since you faced it before and you decide to hold on to it and keep it with you, what happens now when you face the same situation or a similar situation, or the memory of it? That can even be a thing. What do you do when you face that? Are you going to hold on to it yet again and try and keep the same cycle going, the same heart-wrenching cycle that is just, it's not getting you anywhere? Or are you going to face it for what it is, change your perspective on it, let it go, and change the relationship with it, and then go live your life fruitfully and expansively? That's what this is talking about. As you move through that, you can actually make room for daydreams, for following your dreams, and for seeing what possibility life has for you. There's a lot unfolding for you right now, and it is easy to be overwhelmed. It is so easy to go into seclusion because that is so safe. You know how to self-medicate, manage, and I don't mean, it doesn't have to mean drugs or alcohol or any of that. Sometimes we just go into isolation just to shut everything out, and that is a form of self-medication. You know, that abandoning the world thing. So this is saying break away from that. Simply get centered and ground yourself. Go outside, get even some sunlight. Dude, I have been feeling that crazy heaviness over the last couple months. Absolutely, Danny. And I finally got out. I went for a walk because I had missed doing that so much. I love hiking, And I haven't done that for like a month. So I finally did it, and it was like these aha moments. That is a form of self-care. Getting outside and doing what you love. It doesn't have to be outside. You can have a staycation for all I care. I mean, whatever self-care looks like to you is what you need to do. And that is absolutely pampering your body inwardly out. And it is not selfish in a bad way. So let's see where else. I want to look at archetypes again. When I did the last live, I kind of looked at this towards the end, but I want to see now, as the week looks, what archetypes are we breaking away from? Ooh. Ooh. All right, we have a lot of archetypes wrapping up this year, guys. Oh. I love, oh, this is so ridiculously sweet. Get ready for lots of reconciling over the next week, even going into the New Year's. Oh my God. All right, so, okay. If you are just chiming in, say hello. Are you ready to see what archetypes we are working with this week? Hey, Nima, I haven't seen you in forever. God, long time no see. Have you been? We have the Lover, Engineer, Servant, Don Juan, Athlete, and Companion. All right, lots of love-making contact this week, you guys. And is this love something that is suppressive, or that is coming to you out of fear that there is... Are you a settlement? Oh, you are working the graveyard shift. I miss you too. Oh, I completely forgot you did that. Okay, so great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. This is such a time to bare your soul and show your love to people. And it is going to be met with such respect and with such mirroring. It's going to be so much better than your mind will let you think right now. And this doesn't have to be romantic. This can be family. People want to make amends. They want to show what they have done with themselves. They want to show that growth. And, you know, there's been enough on mutual parts. So I say that this is saying that give where you can. Don't overextend yourself. Give where you can and see how that is met from the other part of this, the counterpart of this. Now, if they're just taking without giving anything in return, then you need to allow that respect of your own separation for that growth to partake on their part. Well, to grow on their part. So positive light and seductive qualities. A lot of things are going to be really appealing in this right now. So push yourself slightly out of the comfort zone, but know that there is going to be new loyalties coming into play. I really know that I said that this doesn't have to be romantic, but there's going to be a lot of romantic contact. It doesn't have to be physical. It can be simply as a message and someone saying, hey, I miss you and I still love you. How do you feel about that person? You can't hold them to the old relationship and what happened in it. You have to discuss what happened. You have to discuss what happened in between where you are now and where you hope to go. You can let them in gingerly and see where the heart is. It doesn't mean that there is a wall. It just means that there is a boundary and there is a sense of self and self-worth. So you want to make sure that no one's trying to steal from that shop. And there's going to be a lot of resolution coming into play this week. A lot of opening of the heart. A lot of renegotiations. It's going to push your limits. It's going to be completely uncomfortable. But you're worth the effort. And this connection is worth the effort. So again, you have lovers. You have engineer. Servant. Don Juan. athlete, and companion. As I'm showing you these cards, I actually feel like I need to tell you what to be mindful of. Don't be obsessive. Don't stalk people. Don't don't have them fill any sort of hole in your life. If you have a hole in your life that needs to be filled, then you still have self-work to do. There's no one to fill your cup. You have to have your cup flowing with yourself. So don't be something that needs to be rescued. You don't need rescuing. There's no one that can rescue anyone in this life. Be completely transparent in this. And if you're not ready, if they're not ready, then it's not ready. And there needs to be continuance of personal growth. So I hope that that made sense. Again, if it didn't, reach out personal message. Let's see. I want Wisdom of the Oracle. This is ridiculous. Between Worlds came out again. Truth be told, came out again. This is ridiculous. Nima, you have been on all my lives. This has been a constant. Guys, oh my God. This is so funny. Oh God, yeah. And Danny, you've been on my lives too tonight. It just, these are the same cards coming out. Oh, I'm glad that it makes sense to you, Nima. Ooh, ooh. All right, this is coming in from the last reading. Oh God, how many of you are overwhelmed? You can't tell me you're not, because I wouldn't believe you anyways. There we go. All right, you guys, let's talk. We have a lot of cards. Like I said, I'm not putting the cap on the cards anymore until this year's through, because it is ridiculous. These are so many heavy messages. It is going around like a record. Get ready for this. In Between Worlds, Truth Be Told, Observer, Poised, Breathe. That's why I know that you are anxious. I still have those waves of anxiousness, and I am just learning how to ride this wave. Buy the book in reverse. Don't skimp out. In reverse, we have Here and Now, Chop Wood, Orphaned, and the Fates is upright. So, being still in the gray area, it is emotional, mental, and spiritual purgatory. It's not really any one thing, but it's still unbearable all the same. It's the ultimate paradox. So, I know that you don't know where to go. I know that it seems like you're being pulled in all directions, but you're still ready for movement, even if you don't know where. So, even if you have no idea of what direction, forward is the way to go. You don't need to see what's in front of you. You don't need to see the entire picture. Take a step forward. See how that feels. Take another step forward. See how that feels. Until you start seeing what is around you, seeing things come to fruition, you can watch it safely. It doesn't have to deal with a wall. It's about, again, the boundary. You can know it's yours by the way that it feels. If it feels like it is closing in on you, you know it's not meant for you. Nima, you are one of the biggest people with the you are one of the biggest beaming lights. I love your story. You have this amazing story of perseverance and thriving. Yeah, guys, check out Nima. She is on social media. And again, she has like a book coming out. I think you were talking about it in a month. Something about you're going to be writing for another month. So you're ready for this forward movement, but you're so filled with anxiety about repercussions, about past events. But I know that what goes around comes around is a huge saying. It's about lessons learned. So if you're worried about the same exact thing, or, you know, the prosecution of something that you have done, you know, if it's, okay, I'm not excusing anything, but you don't have to worry about the worst thing in the world to happen to you. The lesson's been learned. You learned it in a roundabout way. You learned it in a different route with the same gravity. The gravity of it is the lesson in itself. So I know that you don't feel like you're ready. I know that you're afraid to move forward because of what could happen, but you're ready. The lessons are learned, and you have to practice self-care with this. Moving forward with fear is not going to get you anywhere. It's like running up a down escalator. So you're not alone in this. Reach out, don't go into seclusion, and be completely open and transparent. That is the scariest part. I've only learned recently how to speak my mind and to be completely unashamed of, you know, thoughts and emotions and anything like that. And I know I'm not the only one, but it is a process because of social conditionings, social programming. If you're not anything other than smiling in rainbows all the time, and that's great if you are, but if you're not that all the time, then what the hell is wrong with you? You're human. You're a human being, not a human doing. You cannot put on a show for anyone. You're not that. That is not why you came into life unless you are a professional actor. So I hope that that made sense. And where are we going next? I dropped the deck, and I think that it spilled everywhere. All right, we are going to go with Butterfly Oracle cards for life changes. You are not a robot. Good job, Nima. I, too, am not a robot. But I can sound like an automated voicemail system. And I used to mess with it with my friends. Hello. If you are just chiming in, say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. And I want you. And there's one more here. Yep. All right. Let's do this. Okay, so we have be true to you, sentimental feelings, gracefully aging. Maybe she's bored with it, maybe it's Maybelline. No, it's good lighting. I mean, that's not speaking to solely females, that's to everyone aging. Don't get hooked on that one. Motivation, seeking and finding, memories, changing your mind, and you are stronger than you know. So why are we holding on to the past? Why are we, you know, scattered as we are closing up this year? Because the nostalgia of what used to be and the hallmark moment that it was. There was such a beautiful merriment of it, and it was everyone in agreement with each other's personality and the roles that we had in each other's lives, and it was just everybody made it to that point. Everyone had this idea and everybody agreed with that idea, and then you start to question it because it becomes a system. So the whole aging gracefully and being stronger than you know is learning to step away from things that are not still resonating with you. Yeah, that being that character served you for a long time. Being with those people really did serve you, and it wasn't anything shallow on that one. It was just, it was, yeah, clearly, Danny, it was once upon a time. It was perception. It was this idea of you. And it, now that you're breaking out of it, it is such a discomfort to everyone. So the feelings that you have, the sentiment that you have, the hesitation you have is very real. It's a beautiful memory to have, and you should always hold on to it. I'm not telling you to forget the bad times. Those were some of your biggest lessons. I'm saying you can hold on to those wonderful memories and let them be what they are, and that's memories. So you are seeking and finding your truth and who you are, and that is being navigated by everything that you've been through. Your past predict your future by being in the present moment and seeing how you want to navigate that ship. So changing your mind and being something completely different, following a different route, is completely acceptable. I'm not telling you to be a serial killer or some drug dealer or anything like that. Anything that is detrimental to yourself or anyone else, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change your path because it is truly yours and yours alone. If your parents wanted you to go to a school to be something and that wasn't for you, but you did it anyways because it made them happy and it was to be expected, it's okay to change direction. If you're the first graduate of your family, that's okay. If you're the first non-graduate of your family, that's okay. There's almost 8 billion lives in this world. Not one is going to be the exact same. So sing your tune, and you are stronger to follow this than you know. You're going to want to jump back into the boat so quickly because it is familiar, but just because it's familiar doesn't mean that it's healthy. So that, again, is what you are learning, and it's going to be a process. It's not going to be overnight. This is the gray area going into the solid. So you are reaching point B. You left point A. You're on various degrees of the gray area, but you're coming out of it. I got to tell you that. I know it sometimes doesn't feel like it. I know that sometimes you can't see the sun beyond the horizon, but you're getting there, and I really promise you that. So I'm going to call the reading there, but finish off with love. So we're going to finish this off with love. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out in personal message. Feel free to reach out in the comments. And this week I'll be doing the January projections, and we will also be doing the 2019 as a collective, though. I'm not going to do the, I don't know if I'm comfortable enough yet to do the astrological signs for the year. I'm expanding, so we're going to see how that feels. And I'm going to be managing Den Rose Garden's Etsy store, so get ready for those. I've been doing inventory all week, and oh my God, millions, well, thousands, if not millions, of crystals, gems, diamonds, everything. Is there one more? Okay. If you're single and looking, this is, okay, yep. All right, forget it. No, we're gonna do this as single and looking is going to be connected to reconciliation. You've been in separation for a while now. It was completely unbalanced, unbalance of powers, unbalance of energies, taking advantage. There was spiritual awakening going on. There was healing childhood issues, healing family issues, healing the family. There could have been children involved. There could have been past hurts from family. That was all thrusted upon either you or them or both of you guys, but no one knew how to play with it. You guys really wanted to keep this relationship lighthearted, but it got so heavy so fast that no one knew how to move in it or maneuver in it. But that is why you went in separation, and there is a spiritual awakening going on. And also, I want to see if this has an opportunity for reconciliation. Yeah, give it a chance. And one more, please. Thank you. Yeah. You know exactly who this is about for you, too. It's not talking about an abusive partner. It's talking about the great pain. So you're going to want to shut them out. You're going to want to keep that guard up. I get it, but give them a chance to talk. And this can be a really good thing for you and for them and for love. So I hope that that made sense. If this is talking about established partnerships, then you guys have a lot of holiday stress going on. It doesn't matter what you celebrate. It's just this is a really heavy time for that. So there's so much pressure on the family to be any one thing. There's so much pressure to have certain amount of gifts, certain amount of connection, certain amount of time together, just certain everything. That is so much pressure on you guys. And you guys really want your own time, you know, to go clear your head. And this is saying that you need to ask for help. You need to ask for the alleviation of this, to have all that pressure taken off of you. You guys got to communicate. Communication is the strongest part of a relationship. It goes through everything. Everything about a relationship is communication, and you can't have that breakdown. That'll put you into separation, and you can't use your love for another person as manipulation. I get that. There's so much love. There is a ton of love, But you guys have to take that pressure off each other. It's going both ways on this. These are all the cards that came out, and I know it's a lot, but this is what I was being guided to pull. I already said that I'm not going to put a cap off on the cards that want to come out in this heavy time of the year. It's going to come out regardless. So look, you have, this could be the one. Give your relationship a chance. Unrequited love, healing family issues, religious factors, children, playfulness, and separation. So guys, I'm going to call the reading at 25. I hope that it made sense. Reach out in personal message. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Christmas Day reading, and we'll see where it goes. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Have fun. Bye.